I mean, all I can say is that, let's say you are a busy person in the mainstream world, because in the mainstream world you're only going to find the negative people. I mean, these are the types of people who are running the offices, the government, the corporations. So what happens with that is, the first and foremost is that fuck the mainstream world, move to the alternative world, do whatever you can. You will go through the struggles of your life to create a life for yourself, create a job for your own self. That's what I did. I mean, I am somebody who earns very less money, very little money. But the fact is, I am very happy from within, because I have a soul, spirit. Because I honestly, gave a thought about this back at a time when I left the mainstream world. I had my opportunities to, just be there, go along to get along, and eventually, become a robotic type of a person. But I decided to move the higher way, the way of the self, the higher self. And I just, basically said, fuck you, mainstream world. I am moving out. And because I want to live a happy life, I'm a soulful, spiritual person. And I do whatever I can to fulfill my spiritual requirements. You will, definitely will be earning a lesser amount of money if you do not have the investments, so that you can choose the legal ways of doing it, just invest in yourself. But there are numerous ways through which you can earn the money, and good money. But obviously, mostly the spiritually advanced people, the people who have been into the spirituality for so many years, in the psychology and everything. To my knowledge, the real ones, they all basically, have fucked off the mainstream world, and they are doing their own thing. So even with that, you gotta have to go on the outside, and there's so much negativity. But prefer being in the open places, in the nature, and stop talking to the bogus, shitty people. Your interest should be you yourself. So how do you use your navigator, your soul, spirit? The point is, let's say in one single day you gotta have to deal with somebody, and you're trying to get into some sort of an agreement for a little work or something to that effect. The point is, here's the contrast. When you are in the mainstream world, you are obviously gonna make decisions thinking from either the brain or the mind. Just think about yourself. Think about yourself. How many times you make decisions from the brain and from the mind? Decisions made from the mind are influenced decisions, whether you like it or not. They are influenced by the circumstances that are around you, people that are around you, simple as that, and the stuff that is around you. And the decisions that you make from the brain are the ones which are mostly your own circumstances. How much money do I have? Let's say you go to a grocery store. When you think from the brain, you're only thinking from, okay, I have this much money, I can buy only this much. Now, if you get influenced by the mind, and the other people are buying this or that and everything, so you're gonna be making decisions based upon that. Should you have the money to spend? But that's not the case. So either from the mind or from the brain, you mostly make decisions based upon that. So let's say you have a lucrative deal. Okay, I can go about and gain something, some reward, something. So you go along to get along, sort of a thing. This is the thinking from the brain. You only operated on that on that level of intelligence, but not the soul intelligence. Did you pay any attention to your soul? Even when your body was telling you, when you feel the nerves and everything, oh man, when you deal with people, when you deal with some sort of a negative person. But most of the time in the mainstream world, why people keep on getting affected and infected by the psyvamps is that they are not listening to their own intuition, their own energy body, their own soul, because of the reward sort of thing that they want. So there, that's the red flag. When you meet people, just your soul, it's the automatic precursor to that. It's the navigator, because there is something that is, I've always recognized this, that there is something that is wrong with the commercial world. It's not designed. It's not operating to support this human soul, because it's obviously, the way that the things move and the way that the things are being done, it is against the spirit, the soul. So which is why choose wisely, even if you have to, deal with the commercial world, the mainstream world. And so which is why have this navigator. But when you pay attention to your internal, and the thing, there is something that I do not feel good or right about. So that's your red flag. Leave the rewards and leave everything else. That's your goodbye time. Okay, bye bye. I'm not interested. So which is why always listen to that part. Otherwise, you end up. I'm not saying that something massively wrong is going to happen or anything, but by the end of it all, you'll feel like oh man, it was a shitty situation for me. But this could be very serious in some of the cases. And that's the thing. Let's say it wasn't, because technically speaking, it's not the money that you give a fuck about, because for the soulful spiritual people, it's the internal happiness. So never, get into the personal relationships with, somebody like this on a very casual way. Casual, just go with it. Let's see what happens. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.